Hey Pokemon fans, I'm TheJWittz, and welcome to another Pokemon Top 10. Now after I introduced Pokemon Top 10s to my channel with my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time, you guys were eagerly waiting for my top 10 least favorite Pokemon of all time. So, I'll bite. Let's dig to the bottom of the barrel, my top 10 worst Pokemon ever. So, the worst Pokemon of all time. For starters, keep in mind that this is just my opinion only. With over 600 Pokemon to choose from, 10 unlikable creatures doesn't even make up of 2% of the entire cast of characters. I also feel that, just personally, I don't hate a lot of the characters as much as some other people. For example, everybody loves to say that the 5th generation sucks because it has the ice cream Pokemon and the garbage Pokemon, and that's wrong. I have no real issue with either. The ice cream is adorable, and the garbage Pokemon is still more creative than Muck the Blob. And I don't even have him on this list. And I just can't get myself to hate Zubat. But let's just get to the list itself. Starting things off are my dishonorable mentions. These guys are ones that annoy me, but I just couldn't get them to quite make the cut. For a quick recap of why I hate these guys: super creepy, super lame, super goofy, super dumb, and super gimmicky. But let's get to the good stuff. Here's my personal top 10, or bottom 10? Worst Pokemon. Number 10. Execute. Where do I begin? It's just 6 eggs. 6 psychic eggs. Aside from the fact that this Pokemon is a very weird concept, it's just freaking creepy. It always bothered me that there's always one cracked open with its brain exposed. But what bothers me the most is that the game never even seems to know what these things are. Look at these Pokedex entries. They're not eggs. Oh wait, no, they're eggs. No, they're not eggs. They're seeds. Nope, they're eggs. Which one is it? And let's not even get to the hot mess that this thing evolves into. Bottom line, get these nasty eggs away from me. Number 9. Patrat. I get it. Every generation comes with its own signature rodent to open the game. We've got Rattata, Sentret, Zigzagoon, and then Bidoof. Everybody thought they hated Bidoof, but then they realized what a great HM slave Bibarel was. And even then, just look at this nasty thing they came up with. I can just imagine Pokemon's response to this guy. Looks pretty generic. I know, let's give him crazy eyes. He's just so creepy, so gross, just, get him away from me. When you make Bidoof look good, you've really messed up. Number 8. Nosepass. Before anybody gets in a fit, I know Nosepass is meant to resemble the Easter Island heads. Like, cool, that's fine, but that doesn't make him any less hideous. Who ever wanted a rock Pokemon with a giant nose? Anyone? Any takers? Put your hand down. Stop it. Now I'll admit it. Probopass's magnetic nose hairs are so ridiculous that I can't help but warm up to the guy. But this Nosepass thing? More like no pass. Sorry about that. Number 7. Voltorb and Electrode. Voltorb and Electrode win the award for best designs ever. Oh, we got the Pokemon balls in the game, so maybe we make a Pokemon ball Pokemon and then ball in, we flipped upside down. Yeah, great job, guys. You done real good at this one. Number 6. Shieldon. Most of the time, I find myself liking fossil Pokemon. Most of the time. Shieldon is one of the ugliest mothers this game has ever produced, and it almost single-handedly made me doubt the 4th generation when I was getting back into Pokemon. It has a shield for a face. You've already lost it at that. Does this shield for a face look good? Does this one? No. No, they don't. And trust me, Bastiodon ain't doing you any favors, buddy. Number 5. White Kyurem. As soon as I heard about the Kyurem forms in Black and White 2, I was convinced they were fan art. What is this, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Polymerization? Gundams? Power Rangers? This Pokemon is the prime example of over-designing a creature. On its own, the 5th generation legendaries began to push the boundaries of what a Pokemon design could look like, but just look at all this. We got tubes, wings, tufts, claws, pointy things, and this generator butt. It's just all too much. I'll give him credit. It definitely does look like a Kyurem and a Reshiram had a baby. But that just isn't a good thing. Number 4. Licky Licky. Generation 4 took a huge risk by introducing almost 30 new Pokemon as evolutionary forms from previous families. For the most part, they pulled it off well. They made Magneton look cool, gave us 2 solid evolutions, and did a good job of bringing in some evolutions that fit in so well they don't even feel like they're from Generation 4. Now of this lot, there are a few stinkers. I always thought Rhyperior was pretty dumb, but Licky Licky takes the cake. What did they... just... why? How does this improve on Lickitungue's design? You made him gain over 150 pounds, made his tongue shorter and stupider, and give him this stupid curl thing on his head. He straight up looks like he's derping all the time. But don't worry guys, we got a full Wi-Fi signal! I'm all in favor of evolving the old guys, and I hope we get a few more in Generation 6. But we need more of this, and less of this. Much less of this. Number 3. Unknown. Unknown might be the most overhyped gimmick in all of Pokemon. There's a variant of Unknown for every letter in the Latin alphabet, and 2 punctuation, giving you 28 different variants if you really want to catch them all. They take up an entire area of their own ruins, building up to some great mystery that you never care about because you never want to catch them all. They're terrible in the games, only knowing hidden power and nothing else. And like, that'd be cool if hidden power was this amazing exclusive attack. But it isn't. Every single Pokemon can learn hidden power by TM, effectively making Unknown useless. It also takes up the most Pokemon cards than any other because of its nearly 30 forms, and ultimately, that's just what Unknown does. It takes up so much space, full of wasted potential. The 3rd movie treats these things like they're some legendary Pokemon, but the only thing that's legendary about Unknown is just how legendarily boring and bad it is. Number 2. Stunfisk. Hands down, ugliest Pokemon. Good God. I can't. It looks like a bird that got run over by a steamroller. As soon as I saw this guy, I knew that he'd be something special. I've been waiting for years to let the whole world know just how much I hate this guy, and the moment is now. Stunfisk is... what are you... Don't you look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that! You will cut that out right now! Stop it, Stunfisk! Number 1! Cast form. With cast form, Pokemon had really done it. Every once in a while, Pokemon releases a design that opens itself up to immature jokes. Look at Magmar, he's got a butt on his head. Ooh. A cast form, man. Cast form is proof that some designs just go straight through Game Freak's clearance process. Let's all be adults about this. Who am I kidding? How can you be an adult about this? Cast form's normal form is none other than a floating pair of testicles. I just can't not see it. Some people say that because of Cast form's weather ability, he's meant to resemble Bozu, little ghost-like Japanese dolls that are made to call good weather. But do any of these, here, anywhere over here, do any of these have a pair of balls dangling below them? No. No, they don't. No. I will admit, some of the weather form cast forms are actually pretty cute, but the gimmick is ruined when you realize that cast form is terrible. Sure, weather ball's a fun little exclusive attack, but it isn't nearly good enough to prevent the fact that I have to stare at cast form's weather balls. Okay, yep, that's a wrap. We're done here. Thanks for watching today's video. If there was a Pokemon that really stinks that you think should have been in my bottom 10, let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, be sure to click that big subscribe button right below me, because it'll let you know when I'm making new videos. Or you can check out my other channels over here to the left. So yeah, let me know which ones you didn't like. Oh, really? You don't like him? See what I'm doing there? I'm pretending like we're talking through the TV. It's like some Blue's Clues or Dora the Explorer. I never liked that. It's dumb.